distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Great to meet you with you all today at the Huawei Fintech Summit at Abu Dhabi. So, our colleague Alex just gave the introduction about our Huawei Cloud unique value and offering for the overall financial industry and also our use case in China. So, in the next 10 minutes, I will more dive on the fintech domain to explain how Huawei can help our fintech company to boost their business in UAE and across the region. So first, I would like to, from the industry trend perspective, taking payment as example. So payment, as everybody knows, especially for the consumer and the young people, more and more to utilize the cell phone to do the mobile transaction. So the total value of the transaction in the globally by 2026 will exceed more than $3.3 trillion. And that will be more than around 50% of the overall banking revenue. And UAE, take example, as the leading fintech market in the Middle East region. So the transaction of the whole mobile payment will succeed around $40 billion and have more than 15% of the yearly increase rate. So this is a quite big potential market, and how to grasp this market opportunity and build your own competition advantage. So Huawei have our offering. So in the payment, just take example, is only one of the scenario of all the fintech business. So Huawei, based on our observation, there are also multiple other scenarios grows rapidly in this market. For example, digital banking, mobile finance, consumer finance, and Web3 finance. So Huawei as a cloud service provider, in this region, we have already opened our UAE region, and in the September, we opened our Saudi region, and in the next year, I think maybe April, we're gonna go live our region in the Egypt, which make ourselves as maybe first public cloud provider in Egypt. So based on all this infrastructure investment, which can help our fintech company to build their business and deploy the business successfully and quickly in these countries. And also at the same time to comply with all this data residence regulation of this central bank, and also provide a low latency offering and a solution for the customer to improve the user experience. And also there are a lot of other like platform service or technology service offering you're gonna mention. I will explain more. That will be more cater for the use case of each scenario. So digital banking, as our colleague have already mentioned about the Green Link in Singapore. But here I would like to emphasize 3 key values we bring to them. One is about the cloud native architecture. So what do we bring to them about? One is container-based, the cloud infrastructure. Second is microservice, and also the serverless. This will enable the digital banking can be a very different compared to the traditional bank. The architecture will be more distributed and also have more efficiency and also better the performance. The second, apart from the technical, the advantage is about Huawei will utilize our extensive experience on security and compliance, combined with our partnership with a consulting firm. We're helping our customer actually to swiftly getting the license and the certification from the regulator. Actually, we help them get the license from the monetary authority of the Singapore, and also help them to deliver the solution. And the third one I want to mention here is about our ecosystem. Because when you have the idea to build the digital banking solution, not only you have the core banking, you also have a lot of other components you have to think about in this map. For example, you have to think about what is your digital wallet, what is your personal loan, what's the insurance, and also what's the payment component. And Huawei will bring the whole picture in the table to fulfill all your requirements by all the different cases. So one is about, as I summarize again, one is about our cloud-native architecture infrastructure provided. Second is about our security and compliance expertise and experience, help you to get the license and the regulation. And the third is about our ecosystem, help you to build all this end-to-end solution from the beginning. The second scenario I want to mention here is the mobile finance. So mobile finance, when we're talking about here is like Huawei can provide the one-stop end-to-end e-wallet super app for our customer. And also we can also collaborate with our partner, provide the open source, the white label solution. So take one example here is like we collaborate with KBZ Bank, which is very famous the super app in the South Asia. So we help them to deliver the end-to-end super app solution together and help them to achieve more than 8 million users already. And the other one will become the top one super app in Myanmar already. And the second is the case I want to take here is we collaborate with the telecom company in the South Africa. In Africa, actually, we collaborate with Kenya, the telecom company, to build the e-wallet solution to help them to provide optimal the wallet solution for the residents, to help them to cover more than I think more than as mentioned here 80 million the deposit and loan the account, which actually extremely helps a country to provide the financial service to non-banking service, to actually provide the inclusive finance service to the country. So this is one thing we can do for the application layer. We can collaborate with our partner, or we can by ourselves provide the super app solution for our customer in the mobile finance. Second is from the technical perspective. When we talk about mobile finance, the most typical challenging is about how to meet the challenging for the satisfy the high concurrency and the real-time transactions, especially when the transaction volume to become the millions level. So take one example. We collaborate with one big, I think the top the payment company in OPay in the Middle East region. So they have more than 40 million transactions per day, and they have covering more than 40 million users also. So they have a very strict requirement about the infrastructure, how to deal with their peak time, to satisfy, to meet with all these challenges and the high concurrency, and also provide low latency for their customer. So Huawei, based on our cloud infrastructure, we help them to build all the architecture based on our CCE. We call it the Cloud Container Engine and the Cloud Container Instance, CCI. So what we can achieve is like we can achieve 8,000 cloud container instance can be scaled within the 30 seconds. And this can be help them to be more stable and resilient during the peak time. And also we help them to have the capability to schedule this instance by the every second more than 10,000. So this will help him not only to meet the technical technology, but also help him to improve the efficiency of the resources utilization. So you can by second to decide which instance you're going to open up, which instance you're going to close, to help you to reduce the cost and optimize the TCO. So this is and another point we want to mention here is like Huawei will also do the very specific the accelerants on our network to optimize the network latency based on the container scenario, because usually all the network is optimized based on the virtual machine scenario. So based on the container the scenario, also optimize our network to improve the latency. I think more than 40%, more than 40%. In the third scenario I want to mention here is for the consumer finance. For consumer finance, usually the top challenging is about the risk control, how to do the anti-fraud, how to do the anti-money laundering, and how to do the credit scoring. So in here, I want to take an example as we show in the diagram. Is about we collaborate with one customer to do the real-time transaction query. So usually all the financial institutions, when they analyze the transaction between all their users, they use analysis about maybe 2 hops only. To, for example, A transfer to B and B transfer to C. So when you do the analysis of the C, you know who is B and who is A. But Huawei, based on our GS Graph Engine service, we enable our customer can do the analysis more than from 2 hop to more than 5 hops. So this will be help them to have a much stronger capability to enlarge the research scope and help them to mitigate the potential risk. Another one is the fourth scenario I want to mention here is Web3. Actually, Web3 is quite hot topic recently. So a lot of fintech companies nowadays to adopt the Web3 technology to build the new business model. For example, the Web3 wallet, for example, the crypto, stablecoin, right? So here, what is the Huawei Cloud offering on this domain? From the infrastructure perspective, Huawei Cloud, we have collaborated with the mainstream blockchain platform. For example, the Ethereum, Tron, and Polygon. So we support their blockchain platform running on Huawei Cloud infrastructure. And on the second layer, we provide a very unique technology or service for our customer. For example, the Qingtian Enclave, which is our confidential computing scenario. I will explain more in the next slide. And the second is about the Web3 Node Engine service, which helps the customer to custodian their blockchain, maybe the public chain or maybe private chain on our cloud. And the third is about the IPFS storage service. And the fourth one is the zero knowledge rollup for the layer 2, the blockchain service. And above on it, our expertise of service is more about our ecosystem. We already have released our Web3 zone and our marketplace gallery. So provides a lot of extensive the Web3 applications for our customer, because in Web3's application is the key to make the business success. So we have collaborated like the chain app, for example, like Kobo, for example, the NFT scan. A lot of the Web3's application partners collaborate with Huawei and onboarding their service offering and the solution on our marketplace. So our customer, whoever want to adopt the Web3, the solution or technology, they can freely to utilize that. So now I will take the Qingtian Enclave as the one example, what I mentioned about the confidential, the computing. So what do Huawei do? Collaborate with our partner. So Huawei actually, we have the decades of the R&D and also the research on the hardware. So we enable the Huawei Cloud computing server with the Qingtian card, which is actually the hardware card for the encryption. And based on that, we synergy with our hypervisor layer. So it's a synergy between the hardware and also hypervisor, the virtual machine layer, to build this ultimate security zone to enable multiple party of our Kobo, the customer. Multiple party can do the web wallet transaction processing and do the API call through their multi-party computing platform. We call it MPC platform to do this Web3 wallet transaction. So this will be providing the automated security isolation, highly flexible, and also simplified OEM. This is only one example how Huawei utilize our infrastructure capability for the hardware and also software and the combined application layer of our partner to have the joint offering the solution in this domain. This is only one example, and also we have a lot of more like chain app, as I mentioned, or NFT. You can find out more in our marketplace. So at the end, I would like to highlight again about ecosystem. Even I have mentioned ecosystem in all these 4 scenarios. So Huawei, we are open to collaborate with all kinds of partners in this market, because we see the technology and also the business case emerging in the market every day. So I think the beauty thing is like Huawei can be the platform, can collaborate with all these kind of the partners, bring all these updated and the most advanced solutions and offering to our customer, help you to keeping catch up of the trend. So we welcome to all the partners to work with Huawei, and we can jointly together to build the prosperous fintech ecosystem. This is my speech. Thank you all.